Hey guys, Callie Fab here, and today is my intro for my hashtag panasoldastime with the fantastic ladies on Facebook, here on YouTube, on Instagram, all the other places. I don't even know where else people post, but I'm sure there's others. We are doing a pan that palette, and you're supposed to be doing palettes that are the oldest in your collection. I kind of went over a few different palettes that I wanted to do this year, and I got some feedback from you guys, and I ended up choosing the one that you guys had chosen, thankfully, because this was my very first Lorac Mega Pro palette. This was the 2016 one, so this was the Mega Pro 3, and that is the one I chose for my panasoldastime. So I don't plan on doing a whole bunch of updates for this, but I am going to do one update a month just to show you where I'm at. So this is my intro. I will be inserting photos as well so you guys can see how far I'm getting, but I did weigh this before I started using it, and it was 266 grams. So I will be weighing it every single month in the updates, and I really hope to hit pan on every single shade. This is 32 shades here, and I am loving this so far. I've been wearing it a ton. It is the base colors that I'm wearing on my lids today. I'm wearing a ColourPop, like, what is it called? Like the liquid eye stuff over top, but anyways, I've been loving using this palette. It is a very neutral and somewhat boring palette, but I'm finding that I need all these colors when I want to use other colors on the lid. So for instance, like if I want to do a darker look, I've been really going for these three colors here with this dark plummy eggplant shade on the lid. I've been really loving that, and honestly, I don't know how quickly I'm going to make progress on this. I do know that Lorac shadows are much more loosely packed, so they do, you know, have a lot of fallout. They do kick up a lot when you pick them up, but I do really love this palette so far, and I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, I'm just going to put inserts in for every single month for how far I'm getting, and also I'm gonna weigh it every single month on my food scale. So like I said, we are starting at 266 grams. I really think that I can hit pan on every single shade in this palette. That is my goal for the year. I don't know that I'm gonna actually finish anything in here. I do want to not neglect my other palettes as well, but I wanna hit every single shade. I wanna hit pan on everything. So that is my hashtag panasoldastime project pan palette for this year. And also I'm going to be adding in my baby pan that palette to these updates, just so that they're a little bit, you know, I don't have two separate updates for pan that palette because I think that's a little silly. But you guys know I've mentioned this many times. I tried to pan this in 2017, like, I don't know, forever ago, and then I worked on it a little bit last year, and I was just like slacking on it, and now it's like, okay, I want to get this stupid tin palette out of my collection. This was from the 2014 collection from Too Faced. I bought it secondhand, and this is the Too Faced Beauty Wishes and Sweet Kisses palette. So this originally came with a lip gloss here, 3 eyeshadow shades, and 2 bronzers. This is the Snow Bunny bronzer. It is horrible. It's not a bronzer at all. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this one's okay. I actually use this as a transition shade, so you can see I do have the slightest bit of a dip in that shade already. I do have pretty significant pan in the hot chocolate shade, and then creme brulee. I'm actually getting a really good dip. I should be hitting pan here very soon. And then the white chocolate shade, I'm just kind of using it as an all over. So honestly, the only time that I feel like it is, I just tossed it. At the point where I use up these 2 shades here, I will be decluttering this palette. So I'm just honestly hoping to get as much use out of the other colors, minus the Snow Bunny because it's horrible, out of the other 2 shades as I can, because I just want to feel like I got my money's worth out of this palette. And I really love these 2 color combinations on my eyes. I actually use a darker color in my outer third and the lighter color all over my lid, and it really does create a beautiful eye look for me. I wear it a lot at work because it's very simple, it's very quick, I don't have to think about it. I just go ahead and do it. And a lot of people that do pan that palette say that they like to pan a certain look, and that's kind of what I'm going for at this point with this palette, because that's really the only look I've been able to come up with on this palette that looks really, really good all the time. So that is my plan for this Baby Pan That palette. So technically there's only 2 shades in here that I will be panning, and then everything else is just a bonus if I hit pan on it or whatever. But I will count it as money empties when I am done with it, because that's all I planned on using up in this palette anyways. So that is perfectly okay with me. When I bought it secondhand, it no longer had the lip gloss in it, which is perfectly fine. All the other shades were like brand new though, maybe just swatched. So I'm really happy with that. I really want to get this bulky, huge tin out of my collection. I should technically depot it, but I've been working out of this palette for so long that it's really easy for me to just grab 2 brushes, take this palette with me, and go to work if I haven't put any eyeshadow on, because then it makes it super easy for me to just put it on real quick. So that is my plan for this palette, and yeah, so these 2 palettes. This one I want to be completely done, well, those 2 shades, completely finished by the end of the year. This one I want to have pan in every single shade. If I can finish this, that would be phenomenal. I think there's only, okay, the net weight says 12.8 grams. I'm gonna give you guys that in grams because I will be doing this weighing in grams. So I have 266 grams. So by the time it is done, it should be down to 253 grams. Just kidding, I lied. 253 grams, because there's only a total net weight of 12.8 grams in here. If you guys watch the Makeup Breakup with the Beauty News, then you guys know that usually they pack more than what they say in here. So that's why I added on the extra 0.2 of a gram, because I'm sure I'm gonna get that anyways. But yeah, I haven't made any noticeable progress on this yet, but I plan to, and I plan to use it every single weekday and then just switch out my palettes for the weekend. So that is how I plan to get through this palette, and this one I plan on wearing at work all the time. So hopefully I can do that this year. Wish me luck. I have been following people doing their project pans and Pan That palettes because I'm really interested in seeing how people use their different items. I am not one to multitask a shadow. So even if a shadow looks like it could be a highlighter, I might use it as an inner corner highlight or brow bone highlight, but I'm not gonna use it as a highlighter. I have a million highlighters. I don't need to multi-use my shadows to get rid of them. So that is not my plan. My plan is just to use the shadows as eyeshadows and just enjoy them like that. And I want to get this palette out of my collection. I do have a backup palette, not of this one, not of the baby one, but of this one. I have a full brand new one. So I do want to get this older one out of my collection and see how long it actually takes me to finish up an entire eyeshadow palette with 32 pans. Holy crap. I think I can do it though, you guys. I think I can definitely hit pan in all the shades, and I'm hoping to get close to finishing it. I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes. I mean, it's definitely gonna get dirty because it's all white, but we'll see. Anyways, I hope you go and check out all the other ladies that are doing this hashtag panasoldastime, Pan That palette for 2019. I'm so excited to be a part of this. I was not part of the, I think it was like the Naked palettes last year because I just thought that was too much for me. But this year I'm really jumping on the panning train, and I am really hoping to get a lot of my collection out this year so that I can start trying new things and bringing in new things in. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.